Hello, Railview Roadrunners. This is another week of music, and we are going to be doing some Australian music this week. And as you can see on your screen, we are going to be focusing for this lesson on Waltzing Matilda. Now, if you have a younger brother or sister that is in kindergarten or first grade, they are going to be doing a different lesson because this is a song that is meant only for some older kids, just with like how the words are, and you have to have some reading skills and things like that we kind of wait until you get to be a little older to do. So, and also if you have me for music this year, you will have already have done this lesson, but this will be a good review for you because a lot of you I know really have liked the song and liked the lesson and everything. So here we go. This is Waltzing Matilda. It's an Australian folk song. Some things about it. At first is that it has a little bit of a mystery and like myth behind it because people are not too sure whether the story is true or not. Sometimes, like especially with stories, this song is over 100 years old, and it even came from like a story I think even before that from my remembering how this goes and everything. And sometimes stories get exaggerated more as they get retold and told and told and told over and over again. So there are some things with the song that might be true, and there are some things with the song that might not be true, or it could completely not be true, or it could all be true. Nobody really knows for sure. If you've been listening to me talking, but you've been reading a little bit at the same time, you might notice a couple things. So over here in the lyrics, the words of the song, we have some words that might not make a whole lot of sense. This is in English, but it doesn't quite sound like our English that we're used to. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. He sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Kind of is like, what? So in Australia, they have some words that are, they speak English, but they have words that kind of mean the same thing but are different words. Kind of like I wear, tennis shoes, but other people might call them sneakers. Or, when my mom goes to Walmart, she gets a shopping cart, but my stepfather would call that a buggy. And so it's just, some things are the same, but have different meaning. So that's what we're going to talk about to make sure you understand the whole song. So here we have Waltzing Matilda. Now, even that is something that means something special. In this case, sometimes when people are waltzing, it means that they're dancing. But in this case, waltzing means traveling. You're walking. And Matilda, in this case, is a person's like backpack or bag or like sleeping bag kind of thing they would carry with them while they were walking. Because now that takes us into this first word here. So once a jolly swagman. So a swagman, which is in this picture right here, a swagman is a person who would walk in Australia from place to place to place looking for work. So he would go to one place and do like a job, maybe do some handyman stuff or, work in the farm or something. And then when they had no more work for him to do or whatever, or if he felt like leaving, he would then travel to another place and go work there. So a swagman is a traveler, but somebody who is working and traveling. And so you see here, this is his Matilda, his sleeping bag that would carry on his back. And the waltzing part means that he walks. So he's camping by a billabong. A billabong here, you can see the water. So a billabong is kind of like a lake or a pond, usually off of like a river or something like that. Under the shade of a coolabah tree. Coolabah tree is a type of a eucalyptus tree that grows in Australia, usually by billabongs. So all these trees here are probably coolabah trees. He sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. So in this pot is some water that he's boiling to be able to drink it, because not always good to drink water straight out of like a pond or a lake or something. You want to boil it first, cool it down to make sure that it doesn't have anything that might make you sick. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. So that's just a main kind of theme of this song. Now, the second part on all of these slides that I'm going to be showing you is the refrain of the song. So I'll sing it for you each time. And so here it goes. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. So the next verse goes, down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. So it's an animal, and that's this one right here. It's actually a sheep. To me, you can kind of see it was a sheep. It's not the best picture in the world, but that's a sheep right there. To come drink at the billabong, want some water. And up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. So the swagman is super, super happy to be grabbing this jumbuck, this sheep. He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. His tucker bag is his food bag. And he's shoving this sheep in his food bag because he wants to end up cooking that sheep to eat. He's excited. He probably doesn't get tons of food walking along. Back then, over 100 years ago, they didn't have, stores on every corner. So he's like, yes, I get some food, some fresh meat. This is awesome. And so you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. The next verse starts with, up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. So the squatter is this person in the back right here. And he is the person who owns this jumbuck. He owns all this land that the squatter is camping on. And so because he owns this jumbuck, technically the swagman, sorry if I said squatter earlier, the swagman is stealing. He's stealing from the squatter. So he comes up, and we know that this squatter, this landowner, is rich. He has a lot of money because he's mounted on a thoroughbred. A thoroughbred is a very, very fancy, expensive horse. And so it'd be kind of like somebody nowadays riding up in a super fancy car. And they probably have a lot of money kind of thing. So he has a lot of money, and he comes riding up and asks the swagman, with the jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag. Actually, like in a way, that's basically him saying, do you have my sheep in your bag? And then he says, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. So basically saying, you're going to be coming up with me. And I did skip this line. I just realized up rode the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Those are the policemen back here. So the squatter's coming with a bunch of policemen. He wants to arrest the swagman because he stole his sheep. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. With the jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag, you'll come a waltzing, you scoundrel, with me. He actually calls him a thief right there when he says, you scoundrel. All right, up jumped the swagman and sprang into the billabong. You'll never take me alive, said he. So basically, because they want to arrest him, he's like, I don't think so, and he jumps into the water. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. So he doesn't make it out of the water. I'm not too sure what happens, but somehow he ends up not making it. And so now he haunts this billabong. And so when people would pass by it, they might see his ghost walking along and things like that. And so again, not too sure how true this story is. Like I said, could be completely false, could be slightly true. We don't know, but that's just the way that the story goes. And then we have the last ending part goes, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Oh, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. So that is Waltzing Matilda. And there's also going to be a video that is going to be in the Google form or on the assignment somewhere, basically of Slim Dusty. He is going to be performing the song for a video. And so I hope that you enjoy that and enjoyed learning a little bit about this Australian folk song, Waltzing Matilda. And there are going to be some questions about it, so make sure you answer those. And then the other lessons are going to be a little bit shorter than this one. There'll be just two more short lessons to go with our Australian unit this week. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys all again. Bye.